Rodney James here for Cage Side Press, here in Las Vegas for UFC 245 Fight Week. I'm here with Oskar. Please pronounce your last name for me, sir.
Piechota.
Piechota. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Where are you from?
From Poland.
Oh, you have a very great champion from that country, Joanna.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, you a big fan?
Yeah, we meet here in the hotel, so we had a little time to speak with each other, so that's nice.
Yeah, it is. It is nice to get to speak with a former champion. She gave you any pointers ever, like in your career? Is she somebody that you've always kind of known about?
I know about her, but we never was like close friends. We just know for each other. She been there. We had a chance to speak with each other, so that's just.
I was looking at your record, and you were a champion. You were Cage Warriors champion at middleweight. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
I feel like, okay, so you're taking on Punahele Soriano, who's a guy that got a UFC contract from Contender Series. This is his first fight. I feel like they feed a lot of those guys to the wolves. Like they give them the opportunity, but then they put them right in with some of the toughest guys.
No, Punahele is also a tough guy, so I think he's very ambitious fighter. So he don't want to fight with some maybe weaker guy. I think he want to fight for the big event, best fight. So I'm glad that I can be the one who can face him.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, how does that fight come together? How did they approach you with that in the first place? In other words, did they offer you options for a different card, a different opponent, and this is the one that just made the most sense, or do you kind of just stay out of that process?
Actually, I stayed out of this process. My manager think about that. I never say no to anyone fight. It's like difficult for me to say like no, I won't fight this guy, or maybe I will fight with the other guy. So, that's the sport. If you want to be the best, you need to fight with everybody. So when we get the offer, we just say yes, and that was I think good time for me. Big event, so everything is looking really good.
That's good. You're one of those guys that you're not gonna turn down anybody. They offer it to you, you're gonna say yes because to get where you want to be, you got to fight the best guys.
Yeah, that's right. It's only one thing. It depends of the time. Because I had chance to fight before, but that was a bit too close to my next fight. Like I had 2 weeks, and that was my second offer. That was better time. Like I had a few months to prepare.
How did you get started in combat sports to begin with?
I it was quite a long time ago, but I started training jiu-jitsu. I start to compete in jiu-jitsu, and later I've been like mixing it with MMA.
Okay, so you basically you started as a grappler, you made the transition to MMA, and so instead of just sticking with one discipline, learning multiple disciplines, what's your favorite like sort of technique and approach to a fight?
I don't know. Do I have favorite technique? I like to fight in standing ground. I like to roll a lot. I like to do wrestling. It's make me a lot of fun. So it's just. It depends even on sometimes in the week. You learn some technique and you try to do it on every sparring session. Then you change for something different. But I don't think like I have like my one favorite.
Yeah, because you see guys that they favor a submission or they favor a knockout. But I think what you're trying to say, and I can appreciate this, is that when you get in there, you're going to make the adjustments, take what he gives you, and just try to get the win. By any means necessary.
Yeah, that's the fight. So when you have a chance to finish in the fight, I don't focus like, oh, that's not my favorite technique. I try to use the technique what I can in the moment in the fight.
So last thing for me, I expect Puna to come out aggressive. He's very aggressive, hits very hard. Have you ever fought a fighter with that style, and what is your expectation? Are you reading that kind of the same way? Do you think that he'll do that as well?
I don't know what will be his game plan. I know he's a southpaw and he hits hard. That's what you can see in his last fight. So I just expecting a really tough fight.
Thank you so much, man. All right, brother.